It seems like every time you're in, by the way, we talk about Johnny Manziel. This is what, the third time in a row?
My man, Johnny Drama strikes again.
Johnny Drama, a.k.a. Johnny Football of Texas A&M. He is possibly going to be ruled ineligible. Now, there is a report that came out via ESPN and Outside the Lines, and I think I first caught wind of this off of CBS Sports, that he signed memorabilia. But then he wanted to receive compensation.
Yeah.
Now, that is a huge no-no. Let me find out. This is the NCAA Bylaw 12.5.2.1, which you guys are all so familiar with. Here's what they say. It prohibits student athletes from accepting money for promotion or sale of a product or service, and the act of doing so can affect an athlete's amateur status and eligibility to compete in NCAA athletics. Now, here's just a quick snippet. I'm not going to read this entire thing. This is via Outside the Lines. Here's exactly what happened according to Outside the Lines. 3 sources said Manziel signed photographs, footballs, mini footballs, what have you, at the items, and other items at the request of an autograph broker named Drew Timon. 2 sources who were aware of the signing arrangement told Outside the Lines that Timon approached Manziel on January 6th when he was attending the BCS National Championship game. After that meeting, 3 sources said Manziel, accompanied by his friend and personal assistant Nathan Fitch, very important in this case, visited Timon's residence and signed hundreds of items in the main room of the apartment, despite the fact that there were many people in the room. However, the witnesses there did not see money changing hands. Transfer. So, okay, that's kind of big. However, Nate Fitch told this eBay broker, if you want him to sign more, you're going to have to up the ante. He has to get paid. Now, there are a few others that have that have been supposedly came through. AJ Green, Troy Smith, among many others. However, now we need to think about, oh, by the way, he was getting paid hundreds. He wanted, I believe, over $10,000 reportedly. The question goes into, should college athletes be paid, or should they be allowed to kind of become not necessarily free agents, but should this be that big of a deal? I mean, I say yes, but I mean, what do you think? I
think that at this point in time, because those are the rules, it is a big deal. You know, anytime you go outside of doing what, you're supposed to do, you're not supposed to do something, you just don't do it. Yeah. I mean, what's the point? Number one, first and foremost, this guy, like I said before, I said this last week, I'm starting to question his intelligence, because he's just doing a lot of things that, and getting caught up in a lot of scandal that he could easily give himself a break and stay away from these things. But to the point, if you're not supposed to do it, you run the risk of ruining your entire future over a couple $1,000s when you're guaranteed to make millions in the future. Why risk it right now?
Here's a big thing. His parents are loaded.
I was just going to speak to that.
Why even do this?
I was just going to speak to that. Like, bro, you come from money. Yeah. What's your beef? Like, what are you so much in a rush for? Ask your parents for the thousands, like clearly he went to the Miami Heat game.
Sitting courtside.
Like, he's not missing out on the finer things in life.
Right. And the Heat are not allowed to supply him with those tickets.
Absolutely.
That'd be an NCAA violation.
So, I mean, what is he in a rush for? Why is he making stupid mistakes?
His parents are loaded, which means obviously his family is loaded. And not only that, going back to your point about those are the rules now. With BYU, I forgot his name, but he had sex with his girlfriend, and then it's like, oh, well, you're suspended. But you know what? If those are the rules that are in place, granted, we could bash the NCAA for days, maybe years, for the precedents that they set. Yeah. However, I agree with this one, and I have no problem with that. Yeah. However, Paul Feinbaum of ESPN called Johnny Football Drama, the Justin Bieber of the NCAA.
I heard that.
He couldn't wait until he was drafted. I mean, you're guaranteed as a rookie, him especially, if he gets drafted for not being undersized, he's going to get paid what? 800,000? Yeah. 500,000? I mean, come on. You're giving up your eligibility after you just won the Heisman Trophy. God, that is the worst thing that ever happened to him, was winning the Heisman. I
mean, well, right now, as it stands, there's still allegations. Yeah. So what we'll say is, hopefully for his sake, none of this is true, that he didn't, succumb to just the stupid pill or whatever it is. Yeah. But if it is true, then he's just going to have to suffer the consequences. And I sincerely hope they don't save him on this one, because he's been getting saved a lot. He's been getting thrown in the fire and immediately snatched out, and I hope they let his ass bake.
So you want him to be ruled ineligible is what you're saying?
If he broke the rules, especially for something silly like that.
I can't see it though, man.
I mean, that would be a travesty. That
if he doesn't, if he what do you say? Like the first 2 games, which are against, I don't know,
exactly.
shit schools.
Like he should be ineligible if that's what the rules say. Football wise, yeah. If that's what the rules say, that you run the risk of being ineligible if you're found guilty of A, B, and C, and he's been found guilty of whatever it is, then why should he be allowed to play? Because he brings money to the school?
Yes, and the NCAA. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
But he still broke the rules.
He's the one guy aside from Jadeveon Clowney that everyone knows in college football this year.
I understand, but what are they knowing him for now at this point? More so for his skill or his celebrity?
I don't know, man. I mean, like I'm at a crossroads with Johnny Drama Football because I just want I hope he succeeds. Yeah. I really do.
I want him to succeed as well, but I feel like if he doesn't get this lesson right now, early in the game, that by the time he's in the NFL, he's going to be, Aaron Hernandez status.
No,
he's going to be messing up like A.A. Ron.
He's
going to be messing up like A.A. Ron if he doesn't get it together.
Oh, you are so full of shit.
I'm not, man.
Aaron Hernandez. Yeah, he's going to kill someone. All right.
Or hire someone.
Yeah, maybe. We'll let the jury play out on that.